Hello children, today we will do the revision of lesson 15 of your English grammar, that is adjective. Okay, so today we will revise lesson 15, adjectives. So children, what is adjective? Describing words are called adjectives. We have already learned this, that the words which describe a noun or a pronoun are known as adjectives. Okay, in other words, we also say that describing words are called adjectives. Okay, let's see few examples, children. If I say Varun is a tall boy. Okay, Varun is a tall boy. Now, which kind of boy is Varun? Varun is a tall boy. Okay, so this word tall is describing the noun boy. This is noun. Okay, so which kind of boy? Tall boy. So this word is describing noun. So this is adjective. Okay, tall is adjective and it is describing the noun boy. Okay, let's take one more example. India is a big country. Okay, India is a big country. What kind of country is India? Big. So this word big is describing the noun country. So this is adjective. Okay, which kind of country? Big country. Okay, children, in these two sentences we have seen that this adjective is coming immediately before the noun. This tall is coming before the noun boy and this big is coming before the noun country. But it is not always so. Okay, the adjectives can come at the end of the sentence also. Like if I say that the mountain is very high. Okay, the mountain is very high. Now what is high? Mountain is high. So this high is describing the noun mountain. So it is adjective. But we see that here adjective is not coming before the noun. It is coming at the end of the sentence. Okay. So it is not always that the adjective will come immediately before the noun. It can come at the end of the sentence also. Like if I say the grass is green. The grass is green. What is green? Grass is green. So this green is describing the noun grass. So this is adjective. Okay, and here also we see that adjective is coming not before the noun, but it is coming at the end of the sentence. Okay, so adjectives can come before the noun also, and it can come at the end of the sentence also, but it always describes the noun or a pronoun. Yes, children, we know that pronoun, they are used instead of noun. Okay, we use pronouns in place of nouns to avoid repetition, right? So adjectives not only describes noun, but it also describes pronoun. Okay, because pronouns are used in place of nouns, so obviously adjectives will describe pronoun also. Let's see example of, if I write the lake is in Nainital. It is very deep. Okay, the sentence is the lake is in Nainital. It is very deep. Okay, now what is deep? What is deep? This lake is deep, right? But here we see the sentence, it is very deep. What is deep? It is very deep. And what is it? It is lake, right? What is deep? It is very deep. And it stands for what? It stands for this noun lake. And we know the words which stands for noun are called pronoun. So this it is a pronoun. Ram worked very hard and he is tired. Okay, Ram worked very hard and he is tired. Now, who is tired? Tired is the adjective. Who is tired? He is tired. Who is tired? He is tired, right? And who is he? Ram. So he is pronoun because it is used in place of noun. He is pronoun, and we see that this tired word is describing pronoun, right? So we can say that adjectives describes noun as well as pronoun. Okay, the words which are used to describe noun as well as pronoun are called adjectives. Okay. Now children, colors can also be used as adjectives. How? Let's see. If I say Rohan is wearing red shirt. Okay. Which kind of shirt? Red shirt. Red is a color, right? So, red is describing the noun shirt. So, red is adjective. If I say that the sky is blue. Okay. How is the sky? Blue. So, this blue is describing the noun sky. So, blue is adjective. So, children, the colors also are adjective. The colors can be used to describe noun or pronoun, so they are also used as adjectives. Okay, I am wearing yellow sari, so yellow is describing the noun sari, so yellow is adjective. Okay, and also numbers. Numbers can also be used as adjectives. Second, we see that colors. Colors are used. Okay, and we see that numbers. Numbers can also be used as adjective. Okay, like if I say a, and if I say give me a pen. Okay, give me a pen. Give me a pen. This is pen is noun. How many pen? A pen. A means one, right? So one is describing the noun pen. So a means one. A is a number. Okay. So this is also adjective. How many pen? A pen means one pen. If I say there is an apple. Okay. How many apple? An apple. An means one. So this an is describing the noun apple. So an is also adjective. Okay children, be careful. A and an, if they are describing the noun or pronoun, they are also adjectives. Okay. If I say I have 2 pens. How many pens? 2 pens. Okay, so this number 2 is describing the noun pens. So this is also adjective. If I say that I got the first prize. Which prize? First prize. So this first is describing the noun prize. So this first is also adjective. So like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, like this. If these numbers also describes noun or pronoun, then they are also called as adjectives. Like if I say that, let's say take June. June is the sixth month of the year. Okay, so which month? Sixth month. So this word sixth is describing the noun month. So the sixth is also adjective. Okay, this is adjective. So children, numbers can also be used as adjectives. Children, adjectives also tell us that how many or how much of a particular thing is meant. Okay, we have seen that, first we have seen that adjectives can also describe pronoun. Okay, second we have seen that colors can be used as adjectives. Third we have seen that numbers can be used as adjectives. Now we will see that how many or how much of a particular thing is meant. Like if I say that many students are absent today. Okay. How many students? Many students. But the definite number is not known, but we have some idea that okay, many students. Okay. So this word many is describing the noun students. So this is also adjectives, right? If we see that there is much sugar in the tea. Okay. How much sugar? Much sugar means lot of sugar is there. Okay. We have some idea this. The tea is very sweet. Okay. So much sugar. So much is describing the noun sugar. So this is also used as adjective. Okay. And if I say there are few people standing outside. Okay. How many people? Few people. Okay, not many, few people. So this few is also describing the noun people. So this is also used as adjectives. Okay, so the words which tells how many or how much of a thing is made, that is also used as adjectives, like few, some, many, much. These are also used as adjectives. So children, adjectives may have different forms. Okay, the usual form plus two other forms to compare things, or we can say it has comparative forms. Okay, so we will study comparative adjective. Okay, if you see this figure what I have drawn, this is a small box, this is smaller box, this is smallest box. Now why I have used three different adjectives for it? To compare. Okay, so the first one is small box. What kind of box? Small box. So this is the usual form of adjective. But we see that there is another box which is smaller than this. So we will not say that these both boxes are small. No, they are of different sizes. So there is a comparison between two, right? All of you cannot come first in the class. There is comparison, there is competition, right? So there is a comparison in these two boxes. This is a small box and this is smaller box. This means less in size. This is smaller one. And we see the third one which is still means less in size. So we will say this is the smallest one. Okay. So in order to compare, if we want to compare two things, we use this smaller. Most of the cases we add ER to the original word. Okay. This is known as comparative degree. The original form is known as positive degree of comparison. When we compare between two things, it is known as the comparative degree of adjective. And when we compare among more than two things, okay, if we compare in more than two things like 3, 4 or whatever is the number, then we use the superlative degree of adjective, and we add, most of the cases we add est to the original word. So children, let's see few rules how we make comparative degree of adjectives. First is add er or est, right? So in most of the cases when we are comparing between two things or two persons, between two objects, we add er, and when the comparison is there in more than two things, we add est. Okay, suppose if I give the example of fast, then the second form will be faster, and the third form will be fastest. Okay, suppose if I say cat runs fast, there is no comparison, so we will use the original word. If I say dog runs faster than cat, now there is a comparison between two animals, right? So if we use faster, so I have added er, and if I say cheetah is the fastest of all the animals, okay? So we have compared the cheetah with all other animals, so we will use est, right? So for between two forms, when we compare between two forms, add er, and more than two things or two persons, we add est. Okay. Second, what we say is that if the adjective ends in y, then what do? The y is changed to ier or iest, depending upon the number of things we are comparing. Okay, if we are comparing between two things, then we add ier, and when we are comparing in more than two things, we add iest. Okay, if you see the example, let's take example of happy. Happy. Happy is the original form. If I say Priya is a happy girl, okay, which type of girl? Happy girl. So there is no comparison. We are only talking about Riya. But if I say Riya is happier than Reena, okay, so what we will do? This happier will change to ier, because there is comparison between two girls. So it will become happier. Happier. And when we are comparing in more than two things, like if I say that Sana is the happiest of all, right? Then we are comparing Sana with all other girls. So what we will write? Happiest. H-A-P-P-I-E-S-T. So we see the three forms: happy, happier, and happiest, right? So if the adjective ends in y, what do? We remove y, and in place of y we add ier or iest as required. Now if we see some other this thing, if I say busy, then busier, and then it becomes busiest. busiest. Okay. Ram is a busy boy. Mohan is busier than Ram. Sohan is busiest of all three. Understood? When there is no comparison, original form, comparing between two, add ier, and comparison in all other boys, add iest. And remove y. Remember this. Next is, when the adjective ends in e, then what do? Add r or st. Like if I say brave, B-R-A-V-E. Ram is a brave boy. No comparison, we are simply talking about Ram. Okay. Now see, this adjective ends in e, right? If I say Sohan is braver than Ram, now we are comparing between two boys. So brave will become braver. B-R-A-V-E-R. See, E is ending with E, then we add R in comparison between two persons. But if we have to compare between in more than two persons, like if I say Sohan is the bravest of all, okay, so it will become bravest. You will not write braver, because we are not comparing between two persons. We are talking about all other people who are there. Sohan is the bravest of all. So we will add est. Okay. So in case the adjective ends in e, what do? We simply add r. Yes, we have added r or st to the last letter. Now third is, sometimes double the last letter before adding er or est. Now sometimes what do? We have to double the last letter. If I take the example like big. Okay, let's take the example of big. Okay, and suppose if I say, let's take chalk. I'll take a chalk. See, I say that, let me take, yes. If I say that this is the big chalk, let's say it is not looking like big, but okay, let's say this is a big chalk. One chalk I am talking about. Now if I take two chalks, so what I will say, this is a bigger chalk than this. So I am comparing between two, so it will become bigger. So this last letter I have to double it before adding er, bigger. Now if I take one more, now see, this is the biggest. This green one is the biggest of all. Okay, so it will become biggest. Bigest. So sometimes what do? We have to double the last letter before adding er or est. Now sometimes children, adjectives have completely different forms. Like if I take the example of, suppose I take the example of good. Ram is a good boy. Okay. Someone is gooder than Ram? No, don't say this. There is no word gooder. Someone is better than Ram. Okay. So good. When we compare between two, we say better. Mohan is goodest of all? No, wrong. So Mohan is best of all. So you see here, they have completely different forms. Good, better, best. Okay. So similarly, more adjectives are there in which the forms are totally different. If we see one more example like little, less, least. So in this also you see that these all are different. Little, then if we compare between two, less, and in comparison in all more than two, we use least. Okay. So children, these are the few rules which we follow when we do the comparative adjectives. So this is the explanation revision what I have done. I hope you have understood it, and in next class we will revise the exercises. Thank you.